Hello, how are you? Welcome to my craft studio. I hope you're ready to craft together. So today I thought we could make some beautiful delicate embellishments using vellum. I have to say vellum is one of the most underused products that I personally have in my craft space. In fact, I can't remember the last time I used it, so I think it's about time that changed. So let's make some beautiful embellishments together. So the first thing I need to do is get my supplies, which include a heat gun, Versamark ink and embossing powders, because we're going to do some embossing. So I'm using the Versamark. This is an ink pad that stays open longer or stays sticky longer, and that allows the embossing powder to stick to it. For demonstration purposes, I've actually used the gold embossing powder because you can see how it reacts under heat easier than the white on camera. So I'm just shaking the excess into the tub, and then we add a little bit of heat, and I don't know if you can see that change. It goes lovely and molten. It is one of the most exciting techniques in craft. Now I'm on a bit of a mission. I'm planning on making lots of embellishments, so I am batch making a whole load of these butterflies now, and as I said, I was wanting to do it in white because I'm looking for a really delicate embellishment. So I've just stamped a whole load of those out and embossing them. And then I go to fussy cutting all of those out. So when I fussy cut, I tend to use the full length of my scissors, and I move the paper and not the scissor. That helps me to get a nice cut that doesn't damage the paper. So because I have quite a lot of fussy cutting to do, you can see me sitting here fussy cutting, which is completely ironic because I don't know if in the background you can see, but I have a scan and cut, which can do all your cutting for you, but for some reason I've never got round to learning how to use it, and I'm using my scissors instead. Anyway, finally we're done, and what I did was I divided my butterflies in half, and half of them I am going to use this embossing technique. So I've got a ball tool. This is similar to the technique used in parchment. I've never done parchment craft. I've never tried it. It is very intricate and time consuming. So this was a very, very simple version of that effect. So again, because I'm batch making, I have got ball tool out. You need a soft mat. So I've got my We Are Memory Keepers stitch mat. That's quite a soft mat, and it's just allowing me to push the vellum into the mat when I use the ball tool. I'm then going to snip into the wings once I have done that, and I'm just going to then just curl the wings. This is just going to give them added dimension, so it'll be a lovely dimensional embellishment when it goes on my project. And finally, I am just adding some sparkle. This is using the Crafter's Companion sparkle pen. So for the other half of my butterflies, I'm going to add colour. Again, a similar technique to what is used in parchment. On the back of the vellum, I am adding colour with a soft pencil. I'm using d.i.y Chroma Flow. They're some of my new toys at the minute, and they're really, really soft, which is lovely. I'm not spending too much time blending them in. I'm doing it fairly quickly. And once again, adding my sparkle pen, snipping into the vellum, which again will allow me to shape these little butterflies. So again, you can see the comparison to the original and how it looks with a little bit of colour and a little bit of sparkle and a little bit of dimension. And once again, because I am mass producing, what was that? Because I'm mass producing them, I just put them all out in a row and sat and coloured them all, trying to vary the colours a little bit so they match with various different projects, and also there's a bit of variety in there as well. If you're going to be doing a technique like this, it is quite good just to batch make so that you have loads ready. They're absolutely beautiful, but if you make one at a time, they're probably a bit time consuming, but if you just actually sit and make them so they're ready for another day, which is what we're doing today, it's probably the easiest way to do it. Again, just shaping the butterflies by snipping into them and rolling the butterfly wings just to give them that dimension. And once again, we've got the sparkle. I haven't done this with all of them, but just with two, just to show you that you can then go a little bit further and add some gems down the centre of the spine of the butterfly. I don't know how I'm going to be using my butterflies, which is why I didn't do it to all of them, but I just popped them into this video by way of demonstration. So you can see the various ones there, the plain ones, the ones with colour and the ones with a little bit of embellishment, and I have loads ready. So if you would like to see how I use these, please do consider liking and subscribing because you'll see them in a future project. In the meantime, you may enjoy looking at some other things that I've made with this collection.